Hey guys, this is Nef, coming today with two teams that can be used against Season 1 Endgame boss from Otherworld. First team, it's an Ice and Necro team. Going for the composition of the team, we are using Gulende here, which is the most important one because he provides the ultimate up for the entire team. Main damage dealers is Vitar, another damage dealer slash debuffer because he wears the Witch's Remains Luzenia. We have Wusha as well, built for damage. And Tia, our main healer from the team. So the healing is spread between Tia and Gulende. So we're using Gulende also as somehow a buffer for the team with this the 3 years set. Um, yeah, Vitar build entirely for damage. Lucenia provides Witch's Remains, also Brotherhood or 3 years emblem set to buff the entire team's damage, and also Tia with the same set. So what's happening here on this encounter is that at the start of the battle, the boss is having 4 stacks of I think power of the dragon range, and they can be removed if you have heroes that can put ultimate up or ultimate down. We are using for these things to be removed. We're using Gulande. Other things that should be mentioned is that we need to uh, make sure we're using Tia for debuff immunity before the boss does the recharging speed penalty and the defense penalty. The most important one is the defense penalty. If we can avoid this by using Tia with the debuff immunity, if not, Gulende's ulti is also removing all the debuffs that are applied on the entire team. So pretty much that's the encounter. The team runs on auto, and this team did last time I used it 145 million damage, but it can be improved with a little bit of manual to avoid most of the debuffs that the boss applies. Um, we have only 1 hour here, so let's see how they are working. Another thing that should be also taken into consideration is to hit with Vitar every single time after we have Witch's Remains applied, so we will increase the damage of the team. You can see that the debuffs were yeah, removed from the entire team by Gulende. By running them on automatically. Yeah, sometimes they got asynced, and the boss is able to apply the debuffs on the team. Coming Victor with a lot of damage. Yeah, usually the team survives for the entire encounter for the whole 8 minutes. And as I mentioned, they are indeed doing 145, 150 millions damage. Also, since we are removing all of the buffs that the boss is having, he enters in this state where we are using 50% more damage, and if you guys are able to synchronize the witch's remains with the other ultimates of the champions when the boss is in that state receiving more damage, that would be a big improvement in the overall damage. Two minutes and a half into the fight, and we did 48 minutes, 48 millions damage. As an alternative heroes, we can change the DPS. So if you don't have Vitar, you can use either Rowena, Vidimir, Trollgar, or uh, any other damage dealer. Also, Lozenia can be replaced by Rava. Even if you don't have Rava, you can use Wilt or someone that can apply Frost. On the damage dealers, we are using the Executioner set. I think is the most powerful one from the season 1, and it also provides attack and critical rate. It's I think the best set from season 1. We're going to wait a bit with Luzenia's ultimate right now. Blender coming and removing all the defense buff that we had. Five minutes into the fight, and we did 95 millions almost. Gonna wait a bit with Lozenia's ulti again. Casting it right before Vitar. Hundred and 10 millions, and we still have 2 minutes left from the encounter. Just try to make sure that the damage dealers he hit the boss when it has witches remains supplied. If you don't have witches remains, also crown will work perfectly, but the damage will be the overall damage will be lower. 1 minute left. We're on 134 millions. I'm going to wait a bit more with Usha, not going to use its ultimate. I'm waiting for Lasagna to cast the ultimate. We have time for another rotation, and most probably we are going to do 150 millions this time. Alrighty, this was the first team. I'm going to save it, 152 millions. And we are going to jump on the next team. It is this one. We are also using here another exclusive hero, which is the most important. It's Lelvanis. This is a Necrosis team. So we have Lelvanis as a main damage dealer. We're using Zarlot as a damage dealer and a healer. Gladros, shield provider, and also debuff immunity. We're using Adri for the recharging speed penalty and ultimate down, which is again important, so that the boss won't have those power of the dragon rage stacks. And also Theo as the second damage dealer. So going on the equipment plan again. We're applying witches remains with Zarlot. We're using only executioner set on our main damage dealers. Lelvan is Zarlot and Tioch, and 3 years emblem set on Gladros and Adri to provide some extra damage for the entire team. And also what is important is that we are using also Candle on Adri, just to be able to cast the ultimate more and more to reduce the speed. Okay, usually this team did in the past 135 millions, but we are going to run it again and see how it does now. So Lelvan is our main damage dealer. It will take a while up until he starts to pump damage, because he needs 20 stacks on the ultimate. Again, here is it is very important that Lelvanis casts the ultimate after Zarlot applies the witch's remains. So that's the most important things. Since Lelvanis at the end of the battle will have something around 60-70% of the entire damage. The team can be run on auto, and they are surviving for the whole fight, for the whole 8 minutes. But of course, you can improve. You can improve by adding timers, and by also casting some skills manually, just to sync between the ultimates of the damage dealers. waiting for the ultimate for witches remains to be applied, and going with Lelvanis. Right now we are having our 20 stacks of the Dragon Blood on Lelvanis, and you can see that with every single ultimate. Now I did it too early, unfortunately, but the percentage of the entire damage jumps with every ultimate that Lelvanis is doing. Gonna wait a bit with its ultimate. I'm gonna wait also with Zarlot ultimate. Maybe I can use it when the boss is taking more damage, and I think it was 145 million damage x3, because it has 3 damage targets. You can see this yellow zones, so all 3 takes damage, and on all 3 witches remains is applied. Four minutes into the fight, and the team did 62 millions. If they manage to survive up until the end of the battle, they will do somewhere around 120 to 140 millions. Depends on the crits, and yeah. This time the team did 120 millions damage, but we are going to save it like it is. Thanks for watching, and we'll see in the next one. Bye.